Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's Wild Game Wednesday tip of the week. We're making some restructured or ground and formed hamburger, whatever you want to call it, Moose Meat Jerky here. And we're just kind of finishing it up. And a tip that I want to give you, I know a lot of guys never use this plunger. We're using a Weston jerky gun here, and a lot of people never use this plunger. But it is very important to really pack it down, and get all that air pushed out, because the last thing you want to do is have air pockets in your ground and formed jerky or your hamburger jerky. So it's important to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw this back on the gun, but I'm not going to screw it all the way on because the tube isn't completely full. So I'm going to push it down until I feel a little bit of pressure on the gun, and that's going to let the air push out. So I'm going to push that little bit of air out until I feel pressure on the gun. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down so I can finish extruding my product. So use that stomper, push all of that out. Now, if you watch the full butcher block segment that we're doing right now, you can learn more about grinding techniques and things like that. Another little tip for you here, when you're making ground and formed jerky, usually the wires on your smokehouse racks are going to be pretty wide. They're going to be gapped apart pretty far. And a lot of times you'll notice that lean game meat, like we're using moose meat here right now, but that lean game meat will tend to stick to those wire racks, those stainless wire racks. So use this Dehydrator mesh sheet. This is sheets of Dehydrator mesh that you can get from Weston products, and then you can just squeeze that right out onto those racks, and it keeps all the air out of there so you don't have big air pockets in there. See how that's giving us a really nice smooth strip of jerky? Check that out. No air pockets, no gaps in it, and that's because we pushed and packed all that air out of there when we were putting the jerky inside there. We pushed all that air out, and then these jerky Dehydrator mesh sheets, these Dehydrator mesh sheets will keep that meat from sticking to your wire racks, and you can throw them in a dishwasher. They're very easy to clean up. So it's been your Wild Game Wednesday tip of the week.